Hello everyone, myself Girish with Abaqus Tutorials. I'm here with the Abaqus errors. So if you face this error, that is error element missing section, how to deal with this? So this is a simple one. So while dealing with the Abaqus setup process, you will face this. Okay. The initial step is to deal with the Abaqus geometry settings. If you are going to deal with any of the process, this is very recommended to deal with the refer faces, the refer small faces as well as the edges, so that will give you the better meshing. Okay, if you have the error in meshes, this particular solution will help you to deal with this. Okay, I have already created the video on this, how to deal with the mesh errors. Okay, now what I'll do is I'll go with the steps. The next step is to define the section, so you can directly select the section from here and create it. Solid and homogeneous material for this particular model. The material, you can define it, you can add the density as well as the mechanical elastic properties, that is density, Young's modulus and the Poisson ratio are required to deal with the static analysis. Remember that. Okay, so elastic properties, Young's modulus and the Poisson ratio. Remember, while dealing with the material definition, you need to follow the SI unit, that is MPa or Pascal. So depending upon that, your inputs will vary. Okay, the density as well as the Young's modulus. The Poisson's ratio is constant anyway, remember that. So once you're done with the step, you can deal with the assembly and you can define the step. So that is the static general, and just click on green check. After that, the interaction if needed. At the moment, I'm not going to consider the any interactions here. Creating the RP points and creating the pins to define the loading conditions. So first thing is I'll define the fixture on this face. So just click on continue and select the face. Okay. So I'll just fix it by using the encaster 0, and then instead of applying the force, what I'll do is I'll simply apply the displacement. So for applying the force and all, I need to select the node and define the interactions and all. It is time consuming. I'll go with the displacement. Continue, just select the face where you want to apply the displacement. Okay, this is the surface which I'm looking to apply the displacement. Okay, so once you're done with this, the u1, u2, u3 will specify the xyz directions. So at the moment, I need to define the displacement along y. Let me just check. If I select y, okay, it is exactly along y itself. Okay, I don't want along y direction, I'll take it along z direction. So what you can do is you can go to this boundary conditions. The second boundary condition, you can simply edit this one. Right click on the VC2, edit, and change it to u3, that is along z direction. -2 mm displacement I'll take. Okay. Yep, so once this is done, so you can simply run this analysis. Before that, you need to mesh it. Okay. So for meshing, it will show this. So you need to switch to the part from the object, and then you can just define the element type, that is tetrahedral, and the seeds. I'll take it as 5 mm and I'll directly mesh it. Okay, so once the meshing is done, so you can process the job creation and the running the job. So use the drop down, select the job, create a job, and then just run it. So this is entire process to deal with the any of the simple simulation, that is analysis. Okay, so even though we had followed all these set of procedures, sometimes your results will be aborted due to this error, that is error element missing section. Can you see at this notification here, or else you can right click on this and select the monitor option to just review the errors. It shows elements have missing property definitions, that is error element missing section. So this is what the error is. So no section definition found, it is showing. So for this, you need to define this section. It's a very important step. So you can Google it. There are so many answers for this. Sometimes material will be missing. Sometimes some areas you might need to define the material. Some areas might be material has been defined. Okay. Instead of 92,000, you will get only three elements now missing property definitions. So these things will be there. Okay. Yeah. To deal with this now, what I'll do is I'll directly I'll showcase one more thing. So if you get this, you can directly switch to visualize. So you need to load that model. So this is previous one. This is not the exactly model which I'm going to deal with. So the job one ODB file you need to load. So anyway, it doesn't has the results as you could see. Okay, because the analysis has been aborted, right? Yeah. To deal with this, you can use this option that is create display groups. From this, you can select the elements, and here error element missing section, you can select it, and you can use the highlight element viewport. So it shows our whole model the section is missing. Okay, so to deal with this, you can directly go to part, and in this part you have this section assignment, create it and select whole body like this, and simply click on done. So now this is how you need to assign the element section. Just simply click on green check as we have applied the material. So simply click on green check. Now, as you could see, section assignments has been done. So now if you run the study, you won't face this issue. Let me just showcase a scene. Okay. Yeah, I'll just override the same thing. So even though you follow all the procedures, remember that the most important step is to define the section. So you need to select whole model and just define the section to deal with the analysis process. Okay. So sometimes we won't do it. Due to that, you'll get this error. If you're new to this Abaqus, you will definitely face this as error, and they'll Google it to just find out the answers and all. So to help these guys, I had created this video. Okay. So as you could see on the job, it is showing running. So it will take some time to just preview the results by just solving the solver at the backend. The solver is the partial differential equation, that is force is equal to stiffness matrix into a displacement. It will solve with respect to Poisson's ratio taken into account, and it will give you the results in the form of displacement and stress values. Okay. Yep, the job is completed. As you could see on the job one, it shows completed. You can simply go to the visualize, and you could see now in the visualize you can directly you need to import the model, that is open the ODB file, this one. Yep. So if I simply click on a results tab, the this one, you could see this is the volumetric stress, that is 403 megapascal is the stress value, and the displacement will be 2 mm because we had defined the same thing. We can check here. So as you could see, displacement is 2 mm. So according to the displacement, it is showing the results. Okay. Yep. That's all about this session. So if you get this kind of error, that is error element missing section, so this is how you need to deal with this. So simply add the section into your analysis process. That's all. Thank you all. Stay tuned. Bye everyone.